This is the problem statement which is not defined before getting into joins, but I want to go through the solution for this problem statement as well. The problem statement says get revenue for each date using orders which are either complete or closed. To come up with the solution for this problem statement, first we'll be reading data from orders and filter for complete or closed. Then we'll read data from order items. Then we'll join orders and order items using order ID. Then we'll group data by order date and get revenue for each day. Finally, we'll sort the data using order date. This will take care of creating the Spark session for us, and this will take care of setting Spark SQL shuffle partitions to 2. As we are dealing with smaller dataset, we don't want to use too many resources, and hence we are setting this property. This will take care of reading the JSON files from this location into this data frame called as orders. You can actually get the count by saying orders.count like this. If you want to project the data, you can also project the data by saying orders.show. Let's run this to project the data. You have order ID, order date, order customer ID, and order status as fields as part of these JSON files in this location. This will take care of filtering the orders based on complete or closed status. We have a field called as order status. It have values such as complete, closed, and others. We are interested only in complete or closed orders, and hence we have to add this as part of filter to get only those orders which are either in complete or closed. This will take care of filtering the data and create a data frame called as orders_filtered. You can actually get the count of this data frame by saying orders_filtered.count like this. Now this will take care of reading the JSON files in this location and create a data frame by name order items. This location contains the JSON files related to order_items. You can see the count in order_items. We have 172,198 records. If you want to project the data, you can project the data by saying order_items.show. You can see the field names are nothing but order item ID, product ID, product price, item quantity, and subtotal. Now you can take care of joining orders filtered, which contain only complete or closed orders with order items like this. This is an example for inner join, and hence whether you specify the third argument or not, it doesn't matter. By default, it is inner join. Orders_join will be the data frame which will contain the join results. We have 75,408 records in this data frame. Now to get the revenue per day, you have to group by order date like this, and then you have to use order item subtotal. You have to pass it to sum. It will generate the revenue for each day. However, there might be too many decimals. If you want to round it off to 2 decimals, then you can use round function as well on top of sum to ensure that the revenue is rounded off to 2 decimals. Finally, we also want to sort the data by date. That is what is happening here. Revenue daily will contain daily revenue which is sorted based on date. You can see the final output here. For each date, we got the revenue printed here. You can also get the count. As part of this data frame, we have 364 records. Our sample data have data from 2013 July 25th till 2014 July 23rd. That's why we have 364 as the count here. This is how you should be able to join multiple datasets, and using the join results, you should be able to group by and then aggregate based upon your requirements. Finally, if you want to sort, you can take care of sorting as well. Make sure you are comfortable with this. As part of the next topic, we will improvise on top of this to get not only daily revenue but also daily plus monthly plus yearly revenue using roll-up method.